Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we explore the ways our brains age and, what we can actually do about it. And today, we're diving into something deeply human, the early signs of dementia, not from doctors, but from seniors themselves. What did they notice before they got their diagnosis? Whether you're a caregiver, someone concerned about your own memory, or just curious, these 9 signs, shared by people who've been there, might help you understand what dementia looks like at the very beginning. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. I kept losing the thread of conversations. Margaret, 72, told us that one of the first things she noticed was zoning out during conversations. Not because she was bored, but because she literally couldn't keep track.
I'd be chatting with my daughter and halfway through I'd go blank. I couldn't remember what we were talking about. It made me feel embarrassed.
We all space out sometimes, but when it starts happening regularly, it might be more than just distraction. Sign number 2. Simple tasks suddenly felt confusing. Tom, a retired mechanic, said he once forgot how to use his coffee maker. This is a guy who rebuilt engines for fun.
I stood there staring at the machine. I knew I'd used it for years, but the steps just vanished from my head.
When routine tasks get confusing, it's a sign the brain is struggling with executive function, how we plan and carry out actions. Sign number 3. I got lost driving home from the store. Jean, 68, lived in the same neighborhood for over 30 years, but one day she found herself completely turned around.
I knew I was close to home, but the streets didn't look familiar. I had to pull over and call my husband.
Spatial disorientation is a red flag, especially when it's in familiar places.
I started mixing up words a lot. I'd laugh it off, but inside I was scared. I knew something was wrong when it kept happening. Sometimes I'd say microwave instead of refrigerator, and it just happened more and more.
Language mix-ups are normal once in a while, but frequent slips may point to cognitive decline.
I lost interest in things I loved. I just didn't care anymore. My flowers died. I didn't feel like cooking or even watching my favorite shows.
Apathy, loss of interest, isn't just depression. It can be an early marker of neurological change. I couldn't follow plotlines or books anymore. Frank used to read 2 novels a week. Then he realized he was rereading pages without remembering them. It felt like trying to run through mud. I'd get to the bottom of the page and have no clue what I just read. This can point to a decline in working memory, your mental sticky note. Sign number 7. I repeated myself without realizing. Linda's family gently pointed out that she'd tell the same story at dinner 3 times. Linda said, I didn't remember saying it once, let alone 3 times. I felt like my mind was betraying me. Repetition is one of the most common and earliest signs families notice. Sign number 8. I couldn't manage my money like I used to. Dementia often affects judgment. John, at 74, started missing bills and making odd purchases. John shared, I bought 5 identical sweaters online. No idea why. I also forgot to pay the electric bill for 2 months. Financial troubles, especially for someone usually responsible, can be a major warning sign. Sign number 9. I felt different, like my brain was foggy. And finally, perhaps the most telling sign, a gut feeling. Several seniors described it as a fog that wouldn't lift.
It wasn't just forgetting, it was like I wasn't me anymore, like something deep was shifting.
If you or someone you love has that sense, trust it. Don't wait. Getting checked out early can make a real difference. Dementia can sneak in quietly, but people who've gone through it say the signs were there. They just didn't realize what they were at the time. If any of these stories sound familiar, it's worth talking to a doctor. Early action doesn't just help with treatment, it helps with understanding. Thanks for tuning in. If this video meant something to you, share it with someone. Let's break the silence around memory loss, together. Until next time, take care of your mind and each other.